skills. So, as I promised, we will speak of mega trends, which is installing in the world with a contribution in the GDP of countries. So it is the orange economy. And for this, we have invited two figures, Mrs. Mariam Mazoul, who I invite to the podium, under your applause. She is PhD in marketing and head of department at the Higher School of Economic and Commercial Studies in Tunis, a business school among the best in Tunisia. Welcome, Mariam. And please tell us why you wonder why we invite an academic from a public university. Well, it has just launched the first master's program, professional program in company management, business management. It is the first in Tunisia, and we are pleased you are with us. So it is a master's program in cultural and creative industries. Hello again, Mariam. I would also like to invite an entrepreneur innovating. I would say he is among the pioneers in this orange economy, working for a few years with many projects. Pleased to have with us Ahmed Amine Azouzi. Welcome, Amin. Pleased to see you again. I will begin with Mariam. The idea of having a master's program at ESSEC at Montfleury, how did it start? And today, since you are in the with the first group, who comes to learn and what is the aim? Thank you. Thank you to Aniti for this invitation and yourself, Mr. Anis. This master's program is an idea which started in our minds for some time because of the importance of this sector. In fact, orange economy, or the economy of cultural and creative industries. There is the aspect of creativeness and the aspect of economic. We will try. Please, Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan, please, if you can follow. Thank you. Thank you. If you can listen. So there is the economic component and the possibility of creating employment and wealth at the national level and international level. And we, as at ESSEC, we are in entrepreneurship. For some time, we wondered, we thought that artists and some entrepreneurial skills, because technical skills are there. We have good artists, but in Tunisia has a very rich heritage. And we noticed that at the world level, that it allowed creating wealth, creating employment. For example, at the world level, studies in 2022 showed that the income of these industries at the world level represented 7% of GDP. This is an average, because in Korea, for example, it goes all the way to 10%, whereas in Tunisia, in 2022, we were at 0.7% of GDP, and now in 2024, we are at 0.4%. We have the skills, we have artistic competencies, the gray matter also, we have good creators. The technology is available. We are in public policies in the country encouraging digitization, have many competencies. When we speak of cultural and creative industries, there is the cultural, music, etc. But there is the sector of video games, which can be included. This industry is an opportunity for young people, for employment creation, but also for Tunisia, because as we saw in other countries, they use these industries to promote the country and the economy, like Turkey, Egypt, the Netflix platform. And we thought that there is a shortage, a lack at the level of knowledge acquisition. And the need came from the actors themselves, from the Ministry of Cultural Affairs, which asked the Ministry of Higher Education because they saw there was a need somewhere. And this master's program was created. We built it with all the actors of the ecosystem, so the private sector, the public sector, the research laboratories, the incubators, coaches, donors. So all these were around the table, and so we built the sector. Many of them are present here with us. Briefly, as we discussed before the panel, the population, you said, is professional. So people who are professionals. They came to learn the management methods, and there are many in entrepreneurship. Content creator can do what they know how to do, but how to sell, how to valorize, how to market. This is what they are lacking, and this is where you contribute. So, if I understand you well, the around 20 people in this master's program, they are people who are prolific, they are creating, right? There are around 30 of master's candidates in this new group, and they have different backgrounds. In fact, the aim of this program is to give the artists of the professionals entrepreneurial competencies and assets of marketing, how they can launch projects, how they can manage projects and promote these projects for sustainably. And we have students from masters. There are many professionals, film producers, architects, project holders, space management managers, designers, all kinds of design. We have engineers in computer science. We have managers. We have students in languages, psychology. It is an initial training which allows people with any creative skills to have these competencies. And it is interesting for the students because they work per projects, and there is a sort of collaboration among them. They complement each other. You said it is ESSEC, so the School of Music, and what else? In fact, the project is carried by ESSEC in partnership with ISBAT for Fine Arts and the Institute of Music. But the partnership is widening. Yes, we have many requests. It is carried by the University of Tunis because we thought that the University of Tunis is the heart of schools of arts, music, drama, and schools of commerce. So we started with the University of Tunis, but we will enlarge the collaboration with others. Thank you. So congratulations for this master's. From the academic, we move to Ahmed Amine Azouzi, who is on the ground. It's entrepreneurship. And you are among the first Tunisians who had faith in orange economy. You came from France a few years ago, I think 7 years ago. And so we met 7 years ago when you came from France. And today you set up many companies in creative sectors, and I would like for you to speak about your experience and entrepreneurship in creative industries.
Thank you, Anis. Always a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation. 7 years that I'm working on orange economy. Beautiful, the term orange, and it's a creative economy. I had this pleasure, but I have already worked on this economy, knowing that when we think about it, it is an economy that has always existed in Tunisia. It is the culture industry. It is we have always had TV stations, radio stations, cinema production companies. It's not something novel, but when it acquires an economic aspect, it is something that has started emerging with enterprising and entrepreneurship in Tunisia. So it is a whole sector that can be sought for investment and which is related to creativity and in general. Culture and creativity, this does not concern only people who have studied the arts, music, cinema, etc. I am personally an engineer, but I have no one has taught me how to paint and how to compose music. I would have loved to play the piano, but I don't know how to do it. But I've never learned that. When earlier you have taken the example of Turkey today, there are managers, economists, there are engineers, and God knows how many engineers are involved now in such economies now that are in collaboration with creative creators, economies that generate today more wealth, more interest for the countries themselves. This may be a bit pretentious, but we were talking about future industries with the loose word being used today, artificial intelligence and automation of processes and works that would be carried out, there would be jobs certainly that would be replaced by artificial intelligence, but there are many of the jobs here that are creative, but they will be based especially on creativity. I was reading an article earlier, and maybe talk about something that and it's part of orange economy, media and journalism. Tomorrow, no, will not be asked to write a paper or an article from A to Z, but the a journalist would provide the idea, would provide the human aspect, and all of these are part of the orange economy. Would like to congratulate you for projects that you have already launched. I have been able to accompany a large number of creative startups, whether from production or in entertainment, in book retail, or I've seen startups among which they have been, for example, Marnews. I don't know if you know Artify. Artify, I met them 5, 6 years ago. They were a startup, and the question that was raised is how, as a Tunisian, can watch a Tunisian movie or a Tunisian soap opera, being home or being away, without going to the cinema or going without need to have connection to the TV channel. So in the beginning, it was a startup that sought to meet a need, and it is offering more wealth to cinema today. Thank you for all these details. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Azouzi. and Madam Mariam Mazoul. Thank you both for the success stories, and thank you